Hello, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you to all the friends and family who've helped with giving and praying for me and my family on this journey with Lyme disease. It has been really, really difficult, but you guys have made it a lot less difficult than it could have been. I wanted to make this video to thank everybody, to update everybody, and also make an ask. First of all, I want to apologize because the communication from me has not been great. I actually wanted to make this video back in May, and here it is, the end of August. But that's just kind of how it is right now with trying to be involved with my family and still work, by being involved with my ministry and just deal with chronic illness. So for people who have not really been aware of what the journey has been, about 8 years ago, so 2016, Gabby and one of our students kind of sat me down and sort of confronted me about the chronic fatigue that I was experiencing, because I was tired a lot, had to take a lot of extra naps, and was still tired, and it was just kind of affecting everything, and I was just sort of dealing with it. And they were kind of saying, maybe this isn't just a matter of you getting older, maybe something's really wrong. So I was like, okay. So I went to the doctor and we got a battery of tests done, and it didn't really find anything that made sense of my case, but he also referred me to different specialists. And to make a long story short, they found things, but they didn't find things that explained my issues. So finally, after about 4 years of that, I found a naturopath who was able to diagnose me with Lyme. And actually, my first battery of tests had included a test for Lyme disease, but it was negative. And this is actually pretty common with people who have Lyme disease, to test over and over again and show up negative and then later show positive. It's because Lyme is tricky. So anyway, that I was able to make a lot of initial progress with that doctor. But after maybe 6 months to a year, things had kind of plateaued, although she was more helpful than others had been. So I continued to stay with her for like another 2 years. And we continued to find and correct things, but I was still having these episodes, and it had kind of shifted from just straight up fatigue like it was before into being more of this episodic type thing. So I was still needing to take naps and stuff, but now it had kind of morphed into this like throughout the day, like multiple times a day, even multiple times an hour, having these little miniature, like, sort of feels like a panic attack with like your heart pounding and everything, combined with fatigue and brain fog, and sometimes like flushing and even like sweating. And it's very, very not fun, and it interrupted everything, and just, it was hard on me and everybody. And so anyway, that was getting frustrating, and finally I found another doctor here in Corbin, Kentucky, who's another naturopath, and she found some of the same things that the first naturopathic doctor had found, but so she found like Lyme disease, but she also found that I had one kidney that had almost shut down. My liver was only partially functional, Lyme and abnormal cells in my bladder and prostate. I also had cytomeglia, Epstein-Barr, and Lyme in my spinal fluid. And so treatment began, and that was mostly consisting of a really restrictive diet, like very, very restrictive diet, which is really challenging, and expensive supplements. She's really, really picky about which supplements I use, and also frequency treatments through a Rife machine And with all this, I still work out, which is actually why I still kind of look healthy physically, but I'm really just doing it because the movement of your muscles helps with the flushing of your lymphatic system. So anyway, through treating with her, sorry about that. I actually had to pause the camera for an episode. It it kind of shuts down a lot of my cognition and talking. So yeah, there you go. Okay. I think it's over. Okay. All right, let's see if my body will let me finish the video now. Okay, so where was I? I am feeling better. This entire year I've been, through the new doctor, I've been feeling better. I still have the episodes, but the episodes are less powerful and less miserable than they used to be. And some of them, especially if there's enough kind of adrenaline, like if I'm up in front of people speaking or whatever, sometimes I don't even really experience them. I'll still experience them at home when I'm with the family. So that's rough. But it is improvement. So where we are now, my follow-up in April was really helpful. With this doctor, my kidneys are much better, much better. My liver is fully functional. There's no Lyme or abnormal cells in my bladder and prostate anymore at all. And I have got the cytomeglia, Epstein-Barr, and the Lyme are all down in my spinal fluid. So overall, she was like, "You're 90% better." So praise the Lord for that. However, I was a little bit frustrated to hear that because I was still having the episodes, and I was like, so why don't I feel 90% better? Like I feel maybe 30 or 40% better. So she kind of looked back through her work, and she said, that is because of nerve damage. And it's probably from having had this stuff going on for so long and being undiagnosed. So Lyme and the co-infections just have a huge head start. But that's not irreparable. So the nerve damage is mostly in my cerebellum, medulla, and in my neck nerves, especially around C8. And she believed, back in April, she was saying in about 6 months, you should start to see fewer episodes because we'll have the nerves starting to heal up more by then. So I actually had a follow up with her back just 2 weeks ago, and I'm still on track. Like, in fact, the nerves in my medulla are already mostly healed. So mostly it's the cerebellum and the neck nerves that we're praying for healing in, and hopefully continuing to see healing in. So I'm on track to start seeing fewer episodes around the end of this October. So that's really exciting. Let's see. The treatment is still really expensive. It's not covered by insurance. This is naturopathic medicine. And which is frustrating when it's been like the most helpful thing that you've found, and insurance won't pay for it. But anyway, here we are. I have reasons also to think that the cost will be going down. She's already taken me off of some of the supplements. But we still need help financially to cover the treatment. It would absolutely sink us if we were on our own. So that's why we're really grateful that people have been willing to help with that. So you'll find an ask on my on the GoFundMe link that I'll include. And if you're able, as much as you're able to give to help this happen, I'll be really, really grateful for. This is basically about resurrection. It's about being able to be the kind of husband and dad that I want to be, the kind of minister that I want to be, the kind of friend that I want to be. God still really used this weakness, has taught me a lot through it, has made me really thankful for the people around me. So thank you for your gifts and your prayers. And if you want to know more about the treatment or how the money's being spent or whatever, just reach out. You can Facebook message me, or you can email me at jess.steer@gmail.com. But again, thank you so much.